G'day guys, hope you're all doing well. Just reshooting this video. I did upload it yesterday, but I wasn't too happy with it, so I've deleted it very quickly and I'm re-reviewing it. It is Darth Talon that RF Biker Scout sent me along with Cade Skywalker, part of the comic pack. Very cool figure. She's obviously part of, or for those who don't know, she's part of the Legacy comic series. She is one of Darth Crate's hands, as part of his Order of One Sith. The other being Darth Nil, which is a figure that still eludes me. I hope to find it at some point in the near future. But a very cool figure indeed. Another big thanks to RF Biker Scout for hooking me up with this one. I'll put a link to his channel below so you can go and subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, she is a very cool looking figure. Obviously she is a Twi'lek. She is a particular rare breed of Twi'lek. I think it's called Lithan or something like that, in which they have a genetic mutation which gives them the rarest skin colour being red. And of course Darth Crate has given her her typical Sith tattoos, which is covering her entire body, which looks quite cool. I remember early on when the Legacy series was starting to come out, I wasn't all that excited about another red Sith covered in tattoos, but I think the story did it reasonable justice. Just it seemed at that point there were a lot of Sith coming out that were red skinned with black tattoos. But I'm okay with it now. It's just good to see something different from time to time, I guess, rather than having history repeat itself constantly. But that's part of what makes Star Wars great, is that history does repeat itself. She was trained by another Twi'lek, whose name was, I think it wasn't Darth Ruin, but it was spelt similar. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's R-U-Y-N. It looks like Ruin, but there is already a Darth Ruin, so it's not him. Reasonable articulation, well, very good articulation, -1 point. She has a ball jointed head, she has ball hinged shoulders, no elbow articulation, which is the down point. Swivels at the forearms, a ball jointed torso, swivel hips, ball hinged knees and ankles. So if she was to have that elbow articulation, she would be spot on. Now in terms of her accessory, she comes with one singular lightsaber. If I can focus on that. Pretty nice, cool sculpt. I do like the look of it. And in place of a separate lightsaber hilt, it is a removable bladed lightsaber, which I'm okay with these days. I don't actually mind that. Back in 2002, 2003, they were doing it a lot, and being a young teenager like I was, I tended to break a lot of them, because obviously I wasn't as careful back then as I am now. So I'm okay with it now. I mean, primarily it's going to be displayed with the blade in, so it's not going to matter. I'm not playing with my figures too much. But very nice looking figure. The details on the head sculpt, the tattoos have been applied very nicely. Seem to be a little bit darker around this side of the head, but that's okay. Seems to be a little bit more sloppy around that eye than that one, but that's the only real defect I can find, whether it is a defect or not. But really nicely done. Really like her boulder holder there, that's holding her chest very almost. Wouldn't take much to let those out, but hopefully it's on there nice and tight so they don't fall out in the heat of battle. Obviously she does have a bit of that sort of Twi'lek collar piece that goes over her, I guess you could call them ears, sort of come up under the leku there, much like Ayla Secura's, where she has sort of straps and stuff. But the tattoos are really nicely applied on this figure. Do seem to be a little bit thicker in parts, but overall it's pretty minor. I do like that sort of almost diamondy looking shape on the back of her neck there. It looks cool. So we move down, she's just got tattoos everywhere. Looks pretty simple, sort of armband armor there. She's got sort of a steel plate there, and obviously like a wrist guard or forearm guard there. we go down. We've got this sort of plastic loincloth sort of piece with these softer plastic sort of tassels hanging down, which is kind of cool. I'll focus a bit more on that. That's better. Get really high sort of strapped plates up her legs as well. You see the straps all on the back, just holding that, so those sort of guards in place over her tights. I'm guessing there's some sort of tights. And then her sort of pretty basic sort of grey boots down the bottom. So she is a very cool looking figure. Not a lot else I can say about it, to be honest. But I will be reviewing Cade Skywalker next. So you can get a good look at that one as well. So I do both reviews separately as opposed to together, just so you can get a good look at each figure in its entirety, rather than rushing over two figures in a similar time frame. Going to spend a bit of time today just reviewing some figures and pre-recording some reviews to put up in the next couple of weeks, just because time has been an enemy lately, so I'll be doing that. So that way I can just log on to the computer, throw a video up, and I can spend a bit more time watching rather than recording. So that is Darth Talon from the Legacy comic series. She's also from the Legacy collection in 2008, 2009 even, perhaps. I think wasn't sure what part she was. I think 2009. So I hope you've enjoyed this review, guys. I'll be back with another one very, very soon. And until then, may the force be with you. Take it easy, guys.